Hi, I'm John. I'm the warehouse manager for Jeffrey Miller Catering. We're shooting a video today to demonstrate the proper use of our small espresso machines, the Brayville espresso machines. What we have on the table are all the pieces that will come in the espresso box. We have the water tank, we have our drip tray with metal cage, we have a frother, our handle or filter with a double shot cup and a single shot cup. We have our tamper and scoop. This is another version of the tamper and scoop. You get either one is fine. And we have the espresso machine. So what you need to do is properly assemble the machine first. So what you want to do first, you see it's completely broken down. Your drip tray and cage slides in place in the base. You then fill your water tank to the maximum fill line with clean water. It's got to be clean water or it's not going to work, and your espresso is not going to taste good at all. You then slide the water tank into the machine. It slides in very nicely. There should be no wiggle room, no jamming. If you take your time and do it right, it'll slide right in. So your machine is ready to make espresso. What you need to do then is get your espresso. You have your filter and your double shot and single shot cups. The top of the filter is open. It's got two nozzles on the bottom. You put the cup in place and you make sure it snaps in. You'll hear it snap. You then take your scoop and one level scoop of espresso into the single shot cup. It's in place. You take your flat end, your tamper end, and you tamp it in. It's not a hard slam, it's a gentle push. You got to make sure that it's firm and tightly packed. When you're done, the handle fits into the filter push. You push it in a little bit, and you start at the 8 o'clock hour. If you look at it as a clock, it's at 8 o'clock. You turn it until it's at 5 o'clock. It locks in place. All right. You have three buttons on the front. You have your power button, hot water, and steam. Press your power button, you'll hear the machine start to hum to life. There's a red light here that is blinking currently. That means the water is heating up. Now, it will blink until it shuts off. When the light is off, it means the water is hot enough to be used. It'll take just a few minutes. All right, the machine is ready. It's heated up. The light is no longer lit. It's not flashing, so it's ready. Now, in the center of the machine, under the word Brayville, you have a lever. One side has a steam image, the other side has a cup of coffee or espresso image. You want to make the espresso. The cup gets placed underneath of your filter because that's where your cappuccino or espresso is going to come out. And you turn the lever to the right, the espresso or the coffee cup image. The water is now being pumped into the filter, and now it's pushing through the filter and into the cup. You only want to let the cup half fill. You don't want the whole cup full of espresso. So, now that we've established that the coffee or the espresso is ready, we're going to froth our milk. There's milk already in the container. In order to froth the milk, you turn the lever under the Brayville name to the left, and you will have steam. It takes a minute to get going, and you hear the machine steaming up again, heating. The steam is pushing through, and it takes a minute or so for the steam to really impact the milk. you have a nice froth on top of it, you turn the lever back to the center. You'll get a back feed of steam because the machine has to release the steam out of it. And you fill the cup with your cream, and you have espresso. Okay, so now you know how to operate the machine. It's time to show you how to break it down and clean it properly. So, what you want to do is you want to look and you want to get as much of the cream and froth off of the wand as you can. So, you push it to steam. You push the hot water button, and you turn the lever under the Breville name to the left. That'll push hot water through the wand and clean out any milk or cream that is stuck inside the nozzle. If you don't do that, milk will build up and it will be very unsanitary and very difficult to operate the machine properly. So now the wand has been empty. And you want to get all the cream and residue off the outside. A little bit of the hot water that you had from your cup that you just ran through, you wipe it down, and that should do the trick for cleaning the wand. All right? You dump that out. If you're going to use the same cup, there's no sense in using more than one. You have one. You place that underneath of your espresso filter. You turn that to the right. You turn that lever to the right, and you let water run through there. And what that does is that cleans out the feed nozzle that fills your scoop and your filter. And it'll get any excess espresso grounds off of the nozzle. So now that's cleaned out. That gets dumped. Take your rag and wipe out the inside. And get your grounds off. Take a look at it. Doesn't hurt to take a look at it and see that it's empty. See that it's clean. All right? Now you switch the machine off. Unplug the machine as well. That way you know you're not going to get electrocuted. Better safe than sorry. You take your water tank out. It gets dumped out. You don't want to send anything back with water in it, because if you do, water spills into the container it's sent in, and you have a big mess. We don't want that to happen. You next take your drip tank with your metal cage, and you remove the cage from the top. Wipe it off. Set it to the side. You have your drip tank, will have water in it. That's from the excess steam as it releases. Dump that out as well. No need to wipe that out because it's wet. It'll be washed when it gets back to the shop, but make sure it's empty. Put it back together. Put it back in place. Put the water tank back in, and that's it.